Hi, chosen ones, hi, divine light beings, hi, gods and goddesses. Welcome to the channel Yoniverse, the channel to help you uplift your universe and your universe within. This is my first time going live, so I'm just gonna start by saying to be very patient with me because I'm struggling a little bit with this whole live thing, how it works on YouTube, because it's my first time. I'm very excited. I don't see anyone online yet, but I'm just gonna keep on talking till I see that there is somebody coming on the live stream. It may be so that I put, I think, a time frame that's maybe not really coordinating with the time frame of the people that watch my channel. Now I see that there is one person online. Like I already said, this is my first live stream. It's Juju from your channel Yoniverse. And today I just wanted to dare myself and to use that courage that Lionsgate Portal has has brought to us, and I'm just trying to embody that energy still of being courageous, of being fearless. And I wanted to have a topic on the live stream, the topic about what's happening on the motherland, Africa, Al Kabulin, because I think it is a very important topic to be talking about. I don't see it as a distraction because it's a topic that I think that us as nine ether beings, carbonated beings, or whatever you want to call yourself, a black person, I think for us as a people, it is very important to know that the coup in Niger that is happening right now, it is very extremely important for us because with this so-called coup, like the Western society or the Western world likes to call it, because when things are not going their way, they tend to like to instigate, and they want to call a revolution a coup. So this revolution that has been taking place in the west of Africa, it's like the rising of the dark matter energy. Africa has been for a very long time in the light matter energy, and I will explain later what that is and why it is extremely important for us as carbonated beings, nine ether beings, black people around the world when it comes to America, Caribbean, etc., etc. It is very important for this revolution to take place, just as important as it was, I think, in the 1800s, that revolution took place in Haiti. And this revolution was very important for the Caribbean and other countries that had enslavement, because it was like a ripple effect when in Haiti, in the Caribbean, this revolution started. These people didn't have, let's say, weapons to fight against the French, but they still overthrown, they still won the battle against French. And I think it is very important for African people to be looking at this revolution and learn something from it, because even though the Haitians won this revolution, they are still being oppressed by the West. And I think that it is very important for all countries to look at what happened to Haiti, because even though Haiti, they had this revolution, they won the battle against the French. Um, when it came to the rest of the islands, like the Caribbean islands, I come from an island in the Caribbean, they it was like a ripple effect, like a domino effect, so they could free themselves too, because that energy, that power, energy that they all embodied themselves with to free themselves from their slave masters, this did it helped. So when the energy and the ancestors and the universe, had the back of these Haitian people, and they fought this battle, the rest of the slaves felt the sense, they smelled free, that they could also liberate themselves from these Western slave masters. So that's what they did. They freed themselves. But one thing I think is very important for countries that are having a revolution to learn is that unity is the key. And not only unity, but when one country decides to liberate themselves and have a revolution, and I think it's really going to be like a domino effect that's going to happen in in Africa, because the energy is here. The dark matter energy is here. That is the feminine energy. It's the energy of chaos, and chaos will bring change. So this chaos that I already, I think I talked about it at the beginning of this year, that there would be a lot of chaos in 2023, and this chaos is now here. And even though, like I already said, some people may see it as a distraction, it is not a distraction, because when this thing, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of change. And when change happens on a country that is as our continent that is as large as Africa, when this happens and it starts to be like a domino effect and going to other countries, because people are, they are just fed up. They are fed up with Western society polluting their continent, trying to only take from them, and never giving them something back. They are giving them back, but then they have debt, they have loans, and etc. etc. Even though the, let's say, the materials, the everything is coming from that soil. So they are taking, but they are not giving back the money that, and everything that Africa needs to get back from them. So they are only taking resources, and they are not doing anything back for the country. So I think it is very important for a revolution to take place, for chaos to come, so that change can come. And when you look at these countries like Niger, and also I think it is Burkina Faso and Mali, they want to unite. They want to unite. So that is something very strong and very important for us as a black people, because when this happens, when these changes start to take place in Africa, it's going to be like a ripple effect all over the planet. So it is extremely important for us as nine ether beings to know that even though we don't live on the continent, it is something important. It is also important for the youth, for the generation that's coming after us. This generation is not, their throat chakra is fully open. They are so in tune, with their higher self, and it's only becoming stronger because of this feminine energy that is rising. That it's time for Africans to liberate themselves. It's time for the rest of us as nine ether beings, carbonated beings, black people, whatever you want to call yourself. It is extremely important to know that this is the time. It's now or never. We are, this whole coup, this whole revolution started in the Lionsgate portal. So when this portal opened, this portal gave these people the energy of chaos. And this energy of chaos is going to open the throat chakra. It's going to, let you be more in tune with your higher self. And being in tune with your higher self does not always mean that you are going to come in peace. Sometimes you have to be in that space of being fearless and courageous to take and overthrow, take back what is yours. And the youth in Africa, they are just done. They are just done with it. They want to change. They want change. And change will only come when you see that, okay, the leaders that are at this moment, trying to only be puppets of the Western world. They are not changing anything for the people on the continent. So it is important for the youth to take over. And this is what you see now in Niger, in Mali, and Burkina Faso, that it is like very young people that are in tune with the higher self. They are aware of what is happening. They are aware that everything that was underneath the water is coming to the surface right now. So this is very important, and the energies that are here, our ancestors are here. They are just done with everything that has been happening to the motherland. So the energies of ancestors like revolutionists like Thomas Sankara, they are here. Kwame Nkrumah, they are here. You can feel this energy of this energy of revolution. The revolution has to take place. France has been taking what is it? I think it was for their nuclear power plant. They were taking like uranium from Niger. So France made like $3.3 billion a year from this, from taking the resources from Niger. So Niger says now it's enough. The youth has enough. So this is now the time that the chaotic energy, is taking over. So the dark matter energy is taking over everything that is happening in Africa, and it's gonna be like a domino effect. The Africans, it is also very important for them to know that it is time to connect to nature like their ancestors were doing, to the moon, to the sun, to spirits, to water, to fire, earth, wind, and honor their soil. Honor the soil that they stand on. They should honor it, because when you honor the soil, things are gonna start happening in your way. You're gonna be more connected to the universe, and the universe, when the universe understands the vibration and frequency of people that are done with the Western world only coming and taking and killing their people, the energy that you're going to send out, the universe is going to receive that, and the universe is going to turn everything around and have your back. So you have to send out the energy that is enough. Enough is enough. The Lionsgate portal is like a 8, yeah? The number of power, taking charge, being in charge, being fearless. Like I already said, the ego is going to be very strong. So when this revolution started, it is at the moment that the Lionsgate portal was already opened. So this gives these youth in Africa more courage to go and face their fears, because Africa has been living in fear for so for eons. Yeah, they have been living in fear, and now that they smell this age of Aquarius, it's just time to take over. Enough is enough. So the African youth is like, if you go to Africa, you're gonna find that Africa is like, I think, the largest continent with the youngest people on this planet. So it is time for these people to take over what is rightfully theirs, and to know that they come from greatness, and to understand that dark matter energy is rising, expanding on their continent, if they like it or not. And that means that they have to flow with the present. And it's all about, dark matter energy is not only about chaos, it's also about community. It's about movement, moving forward. It's about going with the flow. So the flow of this chaos that is right now rising is not a bad thing. It is a good thing. but only certain people who have eyes to see and ears to hear will understand what is happening. So, like I already said, in Haitian, they used their energy. They used the energy, they embody the energy of their ancestors and certain, what some people may call voodoo. This is what they used. They did not have weapons. So that's why I'm saying that it is extremely important for us as spiritual beings, us as nine ether beings, to understand that we have to embody the energy of knowing inner self, knowing our past, so that we can know what our future is and know where we are moving towards. Because if you don't know, if you don't know your past, you're not gonna know your future. So dark matter energy, like I was already explaining, is the energy of flowing with the present, is the energy of community, movement, and flow. So Africa has been for a very long time in light matter energy, and light matter energy is a masculine energy. I'm not talking about female or male, I'm talking about energies. So that was the energy of logic, structure, and mind. And if you're too long in that type of energy, now people that are not only engaging in that type of energy can overthrow you, they can overtake you, and they can use your own people to go against you. So it's also very powerful to see that these young people, you know, from the army, they are using a red color. If you look at the South African man from from South Africa, Julius Malema, he's also about wearing red. The red, the color of power. It's also the color of love, but it's a color of power. It's a color of courage, energy, and it's such a powerful color. So I'm so excited to see them using also color to send out the message to the West for them to know that it is over. You know, they are feeling powerful and they are feeling fearless. Um, Energies that also are around are energies of fearlessness. So this means that by them being fearless, by them being in this energy of having the courage, you know, to let's say not be in fear of war coming to their door, you know, and also using this energy to send out the message to also the leaders, you know, in Africa that are puppets of the West. They're sending this message of we don't fear anymore. We are ready for whatever. Our ancestors are with us, the universe is with us, and this Lionsgate portal, if you realize it transpired, it opened a portal, it opened a gate. Yeah, I'm even getting goosebumps because I felt the energy. I felt this energy of chaos. And I made a video that I already said that 2023 is gonna be a year of chaos. And the chaos is everywhere. But the most important chaos is on the motherland, is in Africa. Because that is the motherland. So it already says to you the word mother. This is the land where the chaos has to start for the mother, yeah, the divine goddess, to step in and do whatever she has to do. And a mother, when she has to show her kids that now it is time that she is gonna take over because it has been enough, this comes with chaos. So it is important for us as nine ether beings to understand and understand and overstand what is happening, what is taking place right now on the motherland of Africa. And it's important for us to know that only unity will bring us this far. Only unity. So that's why I'm so excited that I'm seeing Mali and Burkina Faso having the back of Niger. And this is like an example for us as nine ether beings to see that we should mix together. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. If you're coming from America, from the Caribbean, from wherever nine ether beings live, it doesn't matter. Because when we all go back and have to see where our DNA is coming from, there's only one DNA that will tell you that you are a carbonated being. There's nothing else. So your DNA speaks louder than words. So this message for me, it is extremely important because even though I was brought up, I was, I'm born on a Caribbean island, I still feel the strong connection with Africa. Africans, the continents, eons ago, they were all one continent. Everything was stuck like, like a puzzle in each other. So as Africans being nomads, we were all around the world. Yeah, we were everywhere. So it is important for us to know who we are, and that we have to have each other's back. They say it is like 144,000, I think, spiritual beings that will be fully activated when it comes to their higher self. And these 144,000 spiritual beings have to open the door for the rest of humanity, for the rest of the people to understand or to understand and to feel that energy and vibration of change. So it has to start somewhere, and it has to start now. We cannot wait till the age of Aquarius to be over and done for us to say, okay, now we're going to start a revolution, because then it's already done. So now it is the time, and it's now or never. So this is the message that I want to bring, that the chaotic feminine energy is here, and it will bring chaos. It will not bring peace, because for us to have peace, we always, chaos has to take place. Even if you go back and understand how the universe created everything, chaos, it has to come with chaos, and after that chaos you will find change. This is my message. At the moment, there is just more need for chaos, excess, of the feminine energy than the light energy. Everything has to be in balance, but at this moment, it is strongly needed for the chaotic energy, the dark matter energy to be here. We come from greatness. We don't come from slavery. We come from greatness. We come from I mean, even before the Bible existed, even before Christ was invented, we were already here. So don't underestimate the power of us nine ether beings. Don't underestimate the powers of our ancestors, because their energies are here, and they are done with everything that has been happening to us as nine ether beings. I don't know if you all notice that, this chaotic energy is not only on the motherland, it is just everywhere. But we have to also be careful, because of this energy, and friends, and the Western society, the Western world, yeah, America and Europe, them also knowing, because we must not forget, these people are warlords. These people work with wizards and warlocks, and they already know. They already knew, like 20 years ago, 50 years ago, when the age of Aquarius comes, these black people are going to wake up. they're going to have an awakening. They are going to dive very deep into the core of everything to know who they are. Even though they tried so hard to hide it, there is no place for them to hide anymore. If you look at Europe, what all the things that are happening, they need Africa, they need the motherland because of their resources. So even though they would want to go to war with the African youth that's revolting, yeah, and that's rebelling right now, they can't. They can't because they need them. They need everything that is in that soil, and it's everything in that soil is holy to them. Yeah. So it is important for us to understand this, that if these revolutions start taking place like a domino effect, and it will, these people are very scared. They are scared of this. So they have all types of agendas that they are putting in place. So some agendas are, like some say, the world is a stage. So they're the stage, they will use it to do whatever they want to distract you. But this, what's happening in on the continent, on the motherland, is not a distraction. It is something for us to open our eyes and ears very wide and very well to understand what is taking place. So let us just be very mindful. Yeah. Go within, try to tap into your higher self to understand what is happening. Because if your eyes are open, if your ears are open, if your third eye, your first eye, your pineal gland is activated, you will understand what is happening right now. So this was my first live. Maybe there will be more lives. I'm glad that some people showed up. That's very positive for me. Even though I'm very shaky, trying to understand how everything works on YouTube. I'm glad that I did it because I already said, this Lions Gate portal opened opportunities for us to be fearless, for us to be courageous, and I'm just trying to embody that energy. Because even though the Lionsgate portal, I think the 12th was the last date of it, the energy is still within us, so we can still utilize the energy to do certain things that we did not do in that period of the Lionsgate portal being very strong. So this whole thing, I'm just gonna keep on following it, and it is extremely important to just follow whatever's happening. Don't dwell in these let me say, for some it may be negative news. Don't dwell in them, but understand what's happening, follow what is happening to know what next step you should take in life. Yeah, because we are in 5D, 6D, 7D, but we are still, our physical body is still here. So we still need to know what is transpiring, what is taking place on this planet. I don't want to make the life too long because I can go on and on about, dark matter energy, light energy, and why we need to balance them both out, like the yin and the yang. Just understand that our ancestors are here. Our ancestors are embodying some of us. Our ancestors are here to take over what's rightfully theirs. And the youth in Africa notice that. The youth in Africa, they have all the means, to get the information that they need, because this is the age of information, the Aquarius age, the age of knowing thyself. And this is how they get to know that, okay, This is who we are. We didn't come from oppression. We didn't come from slavery. We didn't come from not having anything. We came from greatness, and we are going back to greatness. So this is what we as carbonated beings have to have in our mind. We came from greatness, we are going to greatness. Slavery was just an experience, and it was a very cruel experience. So I'm not going to act as if it is nothing to think about. We have to learn from slavery. And what do we have to learn is that we don't ever want to go back there. So for us not to go back to slavery, we have to know, where did we come from before slavery? Who were we before slavery? We were great people. We invented so much things that, the Western world, Europe, America, they will not talk about it because they don't want us to know who we are. This energy, it is rebellious, it is chaotic, it is putting people to be very in the revolutionary state of mind and body and spirit and soul. And only that can bring change. So I'm glad to see that there is an awakening in Africa, and this awakening will open gates and portals and let us be more free in our thinking, in our ways, in our being. So this is very important. This was my live, my first live. I'm so excited. I'm glad to see you all here on this live. And I'm just gonna close the live. Maybe next time I'll let people call in if there's need for people to express themselves and maybe, give their perception or philosophy of everything that is happening. And I'm just gonna give a shout out because I see people also commenting, so I like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Third Eye Vision, thank you for being here. Thank you, I appreciate you very much. And also Eric Godwin, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you so, 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 so much. You always have my back, so thank you for that. And I'm just going to close the live by saying again, we come from greatness and we will go back to greatness. Thank you.